It's an important day, and without Steve Fine, Yeshiva University would be a part of it only in spirit, which doesn't do much for anybody in the world. But Professor Fine, in his deep commitment to Jewish life, to Israel, to Yeshiva University, to his students, and to thought, really embodies what we all are and continue to aspire to. And silence is no proper response to anything. So I want to thank him for being both the vision and the implementation behind this and so many other events involving Israel studies. And I do think it's critical at Yeshiva University, for all that it stands for, has to not just mark this, but make more than simply a family association with Israel central to what it is, but has to make the study of not just the past of Israel, but the future of Israel so central to our students as well. The startling thing is that most of the students at Yeshiva University were barely alive when Yitzhak Rabin was assassinated. So while for most of us, Rabin brings with us memories, for most young people and for the current generation, it's all about history. And we have to make sure that we take a hand in understanding and shaping, and most important for our children, learning from that history. And of course, it's an interesting one and a challenging one. I do have to say that Yitzhak Rabin received an honorary degree from Yeshiva University in 1968. And he received the Second Century Award from Yeshiva in 1993. I believe he's the only person who's ever received the Second Century Award from Yeshiva University, because he was already prime minister. They couldn't give him an honorary degree, so he was a holder of the Second Century degree award, which is something that's a good idea for me. You know that in so many ways, Rabin really encapsulated so many of the contradictions of his nature. He was a military man. He was a seeker of peace. He said, you don't make peace with your friends. You make peace with your enemies. His centrality is indisputable. His legacy, however, is a study in contradictions. And as he's become a mythical figure, sometimes it's harder to really delve deep and see what his legacy is and what his story is. In thinking of this, I found a quote from Jacques Chirac, who was president of France. I thought it was interesting. He said, above all, Yitzhak Rabin was a hero of the great Israeli adventure. From the War of Independence to the Six-Day War, he earned the respect of all, friends and enemies alike. He epitomized the generation that made the desert blossom, created a vibrant democracy, and accomplished the dream of a millennium, the creation of a homeland to the Jewish people that would give refuge to Jewish victims of persecution throughout the world. 20 years following his death, he leaves an Israel still strong, a vital and contentious democracy, still yearning for shlemut, for wholeness, and for peace, and still completely committed to ensuring its survival and thriving, and struggling to be a Jewish democratic state. And I think we have some responsibility to understand that, to support it, and to, of course, with our lives and sacred honor, advance it. This gathering is critical for that, a wonderful piece in the ongoing story of our understanding both the Jewish people and the state of Israel. I thank you for joining us, and I look forward to sharing with you. Thank you very much.